You're welcome back. It is still the AM Weekend Show. My name is Divine Onoha. I'm still here with Ogochukwu Osai, and we just finished having a conversation about the Guinness World Record and the craze around it here in Nigeria. And right now we're going to be, coming down. We'll come down to the southeastern part of Nigeria to find out what the food market is like. We want to, there's been changes in food prices. Sometimes it skyrockets, other times it goes down, and we need to know where it is currently, very important. And then we need to find out how we can cope with whatever realities that is thrown at us. And joining us to have that conversation is a trader who deals in food stuff, the CEO of 042FOODSPLUG and Fragrance Confectionery. Yeah. She's also into confectionery. Her name is Ani Chimnecherem. Good morning, ma.
Good morning, Divine.
How are you doing? You look beautiful.
Well. Yeah. Thank you.
So I said trader. Did I get that right?
I think the better word would be an entrepreneur.
Yes, an entrepreneur.
Yes, it covers a whole lot, not just trading. Okay. We do wholesaling, we do retailing too.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Nice to have you on the show. So, sorry, all the questions I have had in mind for the longest time, you're going to have to answer them.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Okay, so tell us about what the food stock market is like currently. How has it been for you as an entrepreneur who deals in food stuff?
Okay, so currently, there has been a downward in pricing. Earlier this year, the prices were a bit up. The prices of food items, rice, beans, some other legumes, barbara nuts, as we know of it. But sometime 2 months back, so this is September, sometime around June, the prices started changing. And for us that buy in bulk, it was not an interesting thing because we had bought some of those items at a very high price. And now it begins to go down and you're forced to have to sell below what you've bought. So currently, the prices of food items over here in the Southeast has really come down. The prices of rice, the prices of beans, the prices of some of the local food items we have over here has really, really come down.
Okay. So, for people that buy in bulk, there's this prediction that if you buy now, maybe in 3 months or 6 months or in 7 months' time, that the prices are going to go up.
Yeah.
So what happened within this period of time? Is there anything that you people pinpoint that caused the sudden change in price and lower the whole price?
Okay, so I had to do my research on what happened. So I found out that the federal government opened up her borders. Before now, during the past administration, most of our borders were locked up against food imports. But with the new administration, I think they found out that we couldn't just sustain with what we had here. So they had to open it up. And in doing that, they had to put on some export, they had to reduce the import duties. So a lot of people had to now import some food into Nigeria. That crashed the Nigerian market price.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so generally now, would you say this is a good thing for you as a trader, as a business person?
Truth be told, it's not. Because like I earlier mentioned, we had bought some of these things. Okay, so apart from having to buy in bulk and sell in bulk, there is what we call storage. So some of us had bought during the harvesting season that you have to buy and store for the next time when some of those things are already off from the farm. So we bought and then we stored at the normal price it was by last year. So coming down to the middle of the year and the prices crashing, it was heartbreaking.
Nightmare.
Everybody was literally crying in the market. Everybody, the warehouses, everybody was literally crying because you're going to be losing so much money on each bag of item you buy. So you have to multiply it by the number of bags you got. It's not a good thing for us that are into storage and buying bulk to sell.
Okay, so I'd like us to try to debunk this or, establish it right here. So for a while now, some of us, I don't know if I have an opinion though, but a lot of people tend to think that market people who sell foodstuff, people who deal in foodstuff, have a direct influence on the prices of foodstuff. You know, we know that there are factors that affect foodstuff like transportation, security, a lot of that. But we also see cases where, well, I wouldn't know, I'm just trying to buy, but it looks like the price you're telling me did not come from any of these things you're saying. It's maybe you imposing your own price on the foodstuff. So does that make any sense? Is that true? Is that true? Or is it just some myth that needs to be debunked?
It's true to an extent, being that lots of traders, market men and women, are in different associations. So for you to fix, because we don't have a regulatory body that regulates the general price of food items. We do have, but it's not like they're active. Let me not say they don't have, because I'm sure there are people that are earning salaries to do that. But they are not really doing the right work they are supposed to be doing by monitoring the prices of things. So the prices of things are now left in the hands of market women and men, and then the farmers, the transporters, to decide how much to sell. So with that, I would say that it's not a myth, it's true, because these people would have to consider some of the factors you mentioned, the transport, security, because, okay, so these days, we don't travel to the north anymore to buy things. We have to totally rely on our sellers over there to sell to us at the price they have agreed to sell and transport it at the price the transporters have agreed to transport it because of the security challenges. I remember discussing with one market woman one time during the corn season. She said they don't try it anymore, that sometime during the last corn season, they had an incidence of people being killed. What was the issue? So what they do is they come to where they buy in bulk, take them to the farm, you buy directly from the farmers. They cut to you guys, you carry it back to town and sell. But there was an incident where some ladies got into the bus, let's go to the farm, let's go and buy directly. And they never came back. Yes, they never came back. So that made them, they don't travel to the villages anymore to buy those things. So they rely on, okay, whatever amount you're selling, sell to us. And then when it comes back here, we over here will now have to fix our own prices to sell. Yeah.
Wow. Now that is quite sad.
Very sad.
Very sad.
It's quite a lot that, insecurity continues to influence how we buy things in the market. But in the same hand, now, what are the predictions? What do you think is going to continue? Is this price going to continue this way? And before that, what's the difference between the former prices and the prices now? How much did it crash? What's the percentage?
If you can use maybe examples.
Okay, so during the celebrations last year, say Christmas celebration, a bag of rice was sold for between 75 to 80,000 Nigerian rice, not the foreign ones. And currently is being sold for between 60 to 65,000. So that's like 20, 15, 20 difference.
10 to, is it up to 20? I don't know.
It's not up to 20.
Let's say,
is that 75? And now
65. Okay.
That's 10
That's
to
like 10.
15,000.
Yes, between that amount. So let's say you bought at that price to store for this year, because usually after harvesting, by the end of the year, you have to store over until the next harvesting season. Yeah. So let's say with that, on each bag, just the small bag, you're losing, say, 10,000 naira. So you're multiplying it over the number of bags that you have. Yeah.
Wow. So now it's becoming clear that if it's getting better for we, the buyers, it's getting worse for you guys. Or is that how it goes?
Well, we'll have to just bear the grunt for this season and hope that the market stabilizes, because it's not just from us, it's also from the sellers, from where we get it from the north, from the villages and all that. It's a whole lot, it's a whole combination of different things, because during that last season, they still had issues with transportation, fuel pricing. That was when we had fuel at 1,000 naira or something. So, but now fuel is coming down, and I heard it's still coming downwards with the Dangote transport stuff. So I think it's still going down, but hopefully for us, we will now have to find a way to make up. So if you're just selling one product, you have to get other products to sell just to make up so that you don't starve, you have bills to pay, you have things to sort out. So you just have to find other ways to augment with the loss you've experienced.
So the prediction now is that the prices will continue to drop.
Okay, so in Nigeria, there is no exact prediction to anything. You can actually predict that it will rain and the next 5 minutes it starts to rain. So it's not steady. So, but what you can just do as a household, a family, a business, you can just buy as much as you can for now, especially things that are not perishable that you can store. The thing is, you don't even know how it's going to pan out. So let's say, okay, something like crayfish, because we're also dealing that. Something like crayfish, you buy at this price, and next 2 weeks it falls again, and so it keeps fluctuating. There's no exact prediction if it will keep going down, or it's going back up, or it's stabilizing.
Wow. Okay, so I think the final question I'll just ask you is, what would you say that has been the advantage that you have as a trader? Sorry, I keep saying that it's part of what you do.
Yes.
As someone who deals in foodstuff, what would you say has been the most fulfilling thing about doing this business in this current economy?
The most fulfilling thing. This year hasn't been that interesting.
Okay.
It hasn't been that interesting. But for me, what I have learned is you can't just keep crying over spilled milk. You just have to pick up yourself, dust up yourself, and go back. So there is an Igbo adage that says, "Kwichili." So we don't give up. We just have to just keep going. So, but the year is not over. I believe that, better deals will come, so that it can just make up for what we've been through.
Any final?
We've concluded. I think she has answered everything, and we hope that it gets better for the buyers and the sellers.
And the sellers.
Yes.
You know, I'm trying to be. When
You are happy because
talking,
it's
because
good
you're
for
happy.
it's good for the sellers.
Yes.
It's good for the buyers, right?
And then
it's good for the
I'm
buyers.
now hearing about this.
It's good
Because,
for the
we
buyers.
were talking about it earlier. Sometimes we just see a lot of good stuff on the front pages of our papers. Nigeria is getting better. There will soon be 24 hours light. The policies are good. We
And
see
you
a
get
lot
into
of
the
things,
market
and it's sounding like audio.
Yes.
So this is the first time I'm actually hearing that food prices went down. And to be quite honest, when I went to the market the last time I did, I noticed, but I wasn't so sure. I said, no, it cannot be what I'm thinking. It cannot be. It is not Nigeria. So I got garri. I think it was garri, and I remember getting half penta for like, was it 800 to 900?
Yes, yes.
I said, wait, what just happened? I said, no, babe. Maybe the last time I bought it cheaper. Maybe I've just forgotten.
the
That's what I
price.
said. I really meant it that way. So now, when I confirmed and I found out that it had gone low, I said, wow, this is the first time in a very long time that it's coming low so significantly.
Yes,
You know,
it is. This is the first time in a very, very long time. It's the first.
We just hope that this is a road that leads to a very, very good
Truth be
destiny.
told, that I sell at this time doesn't mean I don't buy other things. So if it keeps going down, it's still good for all of us.
Okay.
It's still good for all of us.
Because you wouldn't have to spend so much.
Yes, you don't have to spend so much to buy other things you need for you to make a meal. Do you get? So it's good for everybody. Like I said, we just have to bear what has happened, but we have to move on. And if it keeps going down, that means the country is getting better, and our government is working.
I'm so glad about how enthusiastic you are about it.
Yeah.
And I must say big ups to you. I've seen some of your, I mean, the way you even flaunt the name 042 FOODSPLUG, 042
yes.
FOODSPLUG, and it's such an amazing thing. And
Thank
seeing
you.
that you are a young person in the field, in the terrain, it's such a beautiful thing, because of course youths are being advised, go back to farming, go into this, go into that.
Yeah.
So it's such an encouraging thing to see that you have not given up in Nigeria's economy.
No. We can't give up. We don't have any other country. It's just one. Even if you get to travel out, what's your nationality? You still have to write it.
Nigeria.
You're
Nigeria.
Nigerian. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so this goes to everybody out there. Good news! Finally on the AM Weekend Show, we have something good to say about Nigeria. Food prices have significantly come down.
Yes.
So just like our guest said, do well to buy things that you can buy in large quantity, because you never know. Maybe tomorrow now we'll hear there's been 100% hike, but we hope that does not happen. We hope that things continue to get better. Thank you once more for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
That was Ani Chimnecherem, CEO, 042FOODSPLUG, and Fragrance Confectionery. I didn't forget that.
Yes.
Up next on the AM Weekend Show is our social media trends. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.